Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 3 of Let's Play Mystaria Realms of Lore for the Sega Saturn. MarauderEX here, killing 3 named nobodies. These guys popped up, figured they're all big and bad, and they're useless. Still, you know, 2 hits, they're gone. I'm pretty sure Hector's going to be able to take one of them out by himself. Yep. I like Hector. I actually didn't use Hector all that much in my first playthrough. I'm kind of disappointed at that, because he's kind of useful. So we're going to rectify that problem in this playthrough. And yeah, I don't understand why they're not attacking me. At least, I understand why the 4 at the bottom aren't attacking me, because they're stupid. But why these 3 didn't attack me at all is kind of questionable. And one thing that I didn't talk about in the last one is experience, which we'll see here in a little bit, but I want to go ahead and talk about it a little bit. As you can see, no one gets any experience per kills. That's because everyone gets the same amount of experience per battle. So if you kill like 20 people, you get a set number of experience per bad guy killed, but everyone gets that same experience, regardless of who actually gets the killing blow. So if Hector goes through and kills everybody, all of the people in the battle get the experience for it at the end of the battle. The only thing is, no one else will be leveling up their attacks. That's how you actually have to progress through this game. Level ups, like I said, the experience for actual level ups are shared between everyone, but you still need to get the attack experience in and attack the bad guys to level up your attack categories. So we've made it through this part, and I've talked a little bit about the experience. Like I said, we'll see a little bit more about that in just a moment. But we've made it to the end of the forest, talking about making it to the road leading away, and Grimsboar, and then they're still talking even though I could have swore I just killed them. So we get another loading screen, which the loading screens are kind of random. So, and we are stopped. We make it to a dead end, even though we were told that there's a road. And apparently we've made it to the end of the road, literally. And we meet Juza, who is one of Lord Bane's lieutenants. And he is also Reiko's master. So, Reiko talking about his master in one of the previous parts, being a servant of Lord Bane. And so he has to side with Bane because his master... Now we see his master, and it's Juza. And Juza is a right pain in the ass. He is the first lieutenant that we have to deal with. And this is a scripted fight to the point to where it's insane. So Reiko gives the explanation of Juza, and that he really thinks we're gonna lose, because we are. And we'll show you just how bad we're gonna lose. Because let's go play with this here. There's 3 of them and 5 of us. Numerically, we have the advantage, except we don't. We don't have the advantage at all. Hector using Lightning Shot did 19 points of damage. That's a bit lower than what we have been doing. That's actually ridiculously low compared to what we've been doing. Plus, the amount of HP that they have is insane. So, let's look at them. Assassins. Yeah, he had several hundred HP. Yeah. 200 plus HP. And Juza, level 20 with question marks out of 45. Now, we know he's got 4,500 HP. Does it really matter what the mystery point is? It should be mystery point out of mystery point. Leave it like that. Don't say, oh, you've got mystery out of 4,500. Especially in a fight like this where we're not going to beat him at all. Because we're doing 0 points of damage to him because he's got a ridiculously high defense. So it's just one of those stupid things. And we're going to use Punch with Feral, that way he levels up his Punch. That was actually a kind of decent damage punch. But another thing that kind of screws us over is we still have the same HP and MP that we had when we left the forest, so Sora is kinda useless. She has no MP. And Juza goes in for an attack and does 400 points of damage. They use a chain spell which causes confusion, I believe, is that status ailment. Yep, because she can't take an attack, so it's either confusion or fear, or both. I've actually got to look up the status ailments. There's so many symbols in this game that it is downright confusing. I lost it halfway through. I stopped paying attention to half of them. You've got different movement symbols, you've got different elemental attack symbols, you've got different attack type symbols. It's 10 kinds of crazy. And reiterating the fact that if Aragon dies, we still win, and Aragon is dead, we didn't lose, or else that would have been the end of the fight right off the bat. And Reiko is the last man standing, and he's not going to go down without a fight. So we're going to line up these two assassins with Mystic Strike and do no damage to them, but at least Reiko can say he didn't go out like a bitch. He went out trying. But he gets pummeled into the ground for 860 as a critical. Yeah, if the numbers show up really big, that means it's a critical. If you guys couldn't figure that out. But this is the experience screen. If you survived the battle, everyone who lived gets experience. Since that was scripted, we get the experience for the fight in the forest before this. So that's all we're getting experience for. But if, say, Hector had died, he would not get the experience from that point. It would just skip over him because he was dead. So you want to make sure all of your people are alive at the end of the battle so they get the experience to level up. And level up only really affects base stats like strength, movement, defense, HP, and MP. It affects those things. So you want to make sure you get the level ups for that and not focus too heavily on either attack level ups or numerical level ups. You need a balance of both. And since we've lost, we have been imprisoned in the dungeon instead of just outright killed for no understandable reason. So Lord Bane is threatening us with a torturer and all that. And Feral says that he's actually fought Bane before, which is kind of news to the rest of us. And Bane seems to recognize him as the mighty Feral. Well, you know, honestly, if Feral had fought Bane before, unless it was a very one-sided fight, much like the fight we had with Juza, Feral should be a lot stronger. Like, if he got any sort of attacks in, you'd think Feral would be a little bit stronger. Or that Juza would have been a little bit weaker if Juza's a lieutenant. But there's some commotion going on as we stew over that fact. And Aletha and, I can't pronounce his name, Katzai. Katzai? I have no idea how to pronounce it. We're going to call him Kat. They've shown up. They survived Lord Bane's Hellfire attack as well, and have come to rescue us. And so they notice, pay very close attention to this, because you've seen they have just opened the door and they're on the outside. When the next battle starts, we're all inside the cell and it's locked. And that pisses me off to no extent, because that messes up so much as far as planning and movement. So, and we learned that the Prime Minister is still the Prime Minister and he is an ally, so we're going to try to get out and have him help us out. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. and I will see you all in our next installment. Till then, later everyone.